I see why everybody is saying F these jobs. As y'all know, I am a self-proclaimed millennial misfit, and in true misfit fashion, I have run the gamut of the corporate job world. I pretty much spent roughly 13 to 15, I don't know, here and there, 13 to 15 years of my life in management, upper restaurant management. I transitioned over to technical support. I went and got a whole real estate license, and now I'm currently a full-time brand ambassador. So, in the career of brand ambassadorship, digital marketing, I can pay like maybe a phone bill with what I make online, but the majority of my income comes from doing on the ground activations, lead generations, yada, event management, things of that nature. Well, I did not plan for the down season. I live in a Midwestern state, and generally, come, I don't know, November, beginning of December through, say, up to like February, there's kind of like a dead period, if you will. And I normally would plan for that, but I didn't this time. I didn't. I overspent. I definitely overextended my savings, and now your girl is mas broke responsibly. But I'm piss poor. I told my man over and over again, like, I am not going back to a job. Like, fuck these jobs. Well, I need some cash, so I figured, what the hell? I'll do the adult thing since I'm like an adult now. I'll do that, and I'll try to get me a little job. But I need something like real low energy, low responsibility, where I just go in, do my job, and go to fuck home. So I applied for a servant position literally 2 minutes up the street from my condo. And I was like, hey, if worst case scenario, I can walk to the bitch, go up there, give me a little quick, cold, hard cash, or whatever the case may be, as I attempt to transition back to work from home. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I've done plenty of work from home jobs, and I've got an upcoming opportunity that is going to take me out of the field for a month. And I figured, like, hey, I need to get a little part-time job, so I go apply for this servant job or whatever. So I applied for the job. I got an email back saying, hey, schedule your interview. And this is one of those jobs where, like, I got the message like right after I applied for it. It's like, put in your information, ask a couple of questions, and come on up and have a chat with us. So I went ahead, scheduled the interview 12:30 today. So I get up there, and number one, there was no respect for my time. My interview was at 12:30. I arrived at, I don't know, 12:28. I sat there to approximately 12:50, waiting for my interviewee, the person that's my interviewer. I'm the interviewee, but anyway, just don't mind me. Anyway, I'm sitting there to 12:50. The woman comes out, and we start asking, some general questions. Tell me about yourself. So I got to go into this little spiel, and I haven't interviewed for like a job in almost 5 years now. So I was like, well, no, I'm lying. I interviewed for the real estate brokerage I was with, but that's totally different. I haven't interviewed for a job like this in over 5 years now. So I'm telling a little bit about myself, what I do, and, being really transparent. Like, I'm just looking for something part-time so I can be able to adhere to my other commitments and endeavors. They look at my background, like, well, why aren't you going for management? I don't want to be a manager. I will never manage a restaurant ever again. As long as God is willing, I will not go back. We will not go back. We're not going back. They asked me if I have servant experience. I'm like, yeah, one of my biggest clients is actually a catering company that I do full service serving for. I've worked many venues here, Chicago, Ohio. Like, I got servant experience. Like, lady, I got 13 to 15 years of restaurant experience. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, this will be a walk in the park. So at the end of the interview, she's like, yeah, we're going to gather up the applicants that, the interviews that we've had today. Granted, they got interviews like you could have scheduled it anytime today, tomorrow, the next day, next week, and stuff like that. Don't, but we here. Like, you a manager, I'm an ex-manager. I know you don't patronize me. Oh, we're going to gather all the applicants and all the interviews, and we'll decide who we're going to hire or not. And then so I asked about the training. They're like, well, it's 5 days of training, and then there'll be some modules that you have to complete. Is that okay? And I'm thinking like, yeah, I can complete those in my sleep more than likely. I could probably do them from home and probably be ready to go by day 2. But whatever. I will entertain your 5-day training program. So yeah, they said I'll get an email by the end of today. And I've been checking my email. And I haven't got no damn email. So I done fell back into my like, fuck these jobs mindset. And I'm still mass broke. So I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I really need to make sure that my income is sufficient to get me through these next couple of months. And I'm trying to do the adult thing and go get me a job, a low level, low responsibility job so I can adhere to my responsibilities successfully and move the fuck on with my life. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I have skills, I have expertise. I pride myself on not only being able to meet but exceed expectations. Like, my accolades and my background precedes me. Like, this is a mutually beneficial situation. Even if I do decide, like, hey, this ain't for me in the next couple of months, like, it's a serving job. Like, it's the restaurant industry. Like, y'all are literally out here hurting for people. I know. I patronize y'all establishments. I know. So a person like me come in your establishment is like, yeah, you ain't gotta kiss my ass. I'm not saying you gotta kiss my ass, if you want to. But I'm not saying you gotta kiss my ass. But like, damn, like, I'm kind of overqualified for this job. And you mean to tell? As normally I would tell people, like, call and follow up and all stuff. No, I make it very clear and establish the parameters. Like, you gonna email me back today? Okay, I didn't get an email, so obviously that means I didn't get the job. And I'm not about to call you and beg for no damn job. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. All I need to do is make it through these next couple of months, and then I'll be fully ready to service my new client from home and be able to invoice them and make just as much as I'm making on the ground for brand activation. So y'all say a little prayer for me, and we gonna make it through. Okay? We gonna figure this out together. All right?